Hi, this is Rahul from BI Training Hub. Till now, we have seen different visualizations where we can create basic charts and dual axis graphs. Now we'll see how we can combine multiple chart types together using this dual axis concept. So let's connect to Tableau desktop. We'll go to a file section and we'll connect to Excel file. Connect to sample superstore Excel. You'll get this sample superstore Excel in my documents, my Tableau repository and data sources folder. Then we'll drag this orders tab in this canvas and let's go to this first worksheet. Now we'll see how we can have different types of charts combined together using dual axis concept. So first I'll create a field map with state and sales. So let's drag state column and sales column. I'll go to show me section. In second row, second column, we have field map. Let's click on this field map and we'll get this field map. Now here towards right bottom corner, I'm getting 49 unknown. So click on this 49 unknown, edit the location. So right now this location is fixed to India. I'll change it to United States. As it is having fixed country to India, it was trying to find all the states from United States and India. So let's click on OK and we'll get this field map. And this field map will go to color border and we'll put white color border. Let's increase its opacity and we'll have this field map with state and sales. Now in this graph, we are understanding how much sales we are getting from each state. Now we want to understand how much sales in each state we are getting from each category. So we have category column here. We want to understand how much sales we are getting from each state in each category. So if I go to new worksheet and if I create a pie chart with category and sales, it will actually show us how much sales we are getting from each category, but for all 49 states. We don't want this graph for all 49 states. We want this graph for each state. That means we want one pie chart on top of each state in this view. So let's create another graph which is having pie charts on top of the state. So let's press Ctrl and duplicate this latitude generated, and we'll have this second field map which is showing the same information like the first one. But then as we have two measures in row, we can go to this all section. Here this first latitude generated is for first field map and second is for the second field map. So we'll go to the second latitude generated and we'll go to the drop down of this graph type to change it to pie chart. Once we change it to pie chart, we'll have one circle on top of each state. So for a pie chart, we need one dimension in color and one measure in angle. So let's drag this category dimension on color and we'll have sales on angle. So we're getting small pie chart on top of each state. Let's go to size of this pie chart and increase its size. And we'll have this pie chart with we'll have this pie chart with category and sales. Now let's right click on this latitude generated, second latitude generated, and we'll click on dual axis. Now we'll have pie chart on top of each state. But then if you hover on this pie chart, it shows in category office supplies in California, we're getting 142k sales. But in a pie chart, we don't show actual value, we show percentage value. So let's right click on this sum of sales, which is in angle. We'll go to quick table calculation and we'll change it to percent of total. But as we change it to percent of total, you'll see this graph in California, office supplies is 19%, this is 21% and this is 19%. So we are not getting that sum as 100%. That is because whenever we add any quick table calculation, that computes that calculation by something. Right now it is computing it by state. So we don't want to compute it by state, because if it is by state, it will combine all the percentages of all the states to make it 100%. We want to compute it by category, so change it to category and we'll get this view. Where in California, office supplies is 31%, furniture is 34%, and technology is 34%, which will make it 100%. So that's how you can get a pie chart on top of a map. Let's name this as pie and map. Then we'll duplicate this graph. Now with this pie chart on top of each state, we are getting how much sales we are getting from each category in each state. What if we want to convert this into a donut chart? Now we want a donut chart on top of each state. To create a donut chart on top of each state, we'll just duplicate this latitude generated. So we are getting circle on top of each state in third graph. Let's go to its color and change it to white. We have three majors, so we cannot have dual axis graph with three majors. So we'll remove this first latitude generated, which is for filled map. Now we have a pie chart and circle. Right click on this second latitude generated and click on dual axis. And we'll get a donut chart on top of each state. Let's name this as donut and map. But in recent versions of Tableau, we don't have to create visualizations like this, where we have too many pie charts on top of multiple states. Instead of that, now we can have charts in a tooltip. To get chart in a tooltip, I'll go to next worksheet and we'll create a filled map with state and sales. Let's create a basic filled map with state and sales. Go to color, border, let's put white color border, increase its opacity. I'll drag state on label, sales on label. And then I'll just name this as filled map. Okay, so here we have created a pie chart. I'll go to this pie chart, we'll add a white color border, then drag category on label, sales on label, right click on this sum of sales, change it to % of total. I'll name this graph as pie chart. Now on this filled map, if we hover, it shows state and sales value. Anything which you're getting on hover is through this tooltip. So we'll go to this tooltip section. Let's remove everything from here. And we can bring this pie chart in tooltip. To get this pie chart in tooltip, you can go to insert button, worksheets, and here you have pie chart. Select this pie chart. So you'll get this pie chart added in the tooltip. Click on OK. Now if you hover on any of the graph, any of the state, it will show the pie chart for that particular state, which shows the category and sales distribution for that particular state. Let's add one more graph. I'll drag order date in columns. We'll change it to continuous month and sales value. And I'll bring, let's say, ship mode on color. Let's convert this graph into area chart. I'll put white color border and this will be our view. Now we want to bring this area chart in the tooltip of this filled map. So let's go to this tooltip. After pie chart, we'll go to insert button, worksheet, and we'll select area chart. Click on OK. Now if you hover on any of the state, it will show both pie chart and area chart. That's how you can bring multiple charts in a tooltip. So using this dual axis concept, we can bring two types of charts together. With this chart in tooltip, you don't have to bring multiple chart types together. You can keep them in tooltip. Once you hover on any of the state, it will show the graph related to that particular state. So that's how you can use combination of different charts to create visualizations. Thanks for watching the video. Stay tuned for more videos.